Artist Chad Sorg gained notoriety on the contemporary American art scene as one of the founders of NadaDada. Conceived over basque dinners and pecan punches on Reno, Nevada's notorious 4th Street, NadaDadamotel was originally envisioned to be a celebration of Reno's seemingly unlimited potential for art and absurdity, an event with as little structure and as few rules as possible. Sorg and scores of other artists moved into venues like the historic El Cortez Hotel in downtown Reno for days of parties and exhibitions. Keeping with its tendency towards artistic anarchy and invention, NadaDadamotel would later come to be known by a variety of names, including Nada Motel, NadaDada Motel, and NadaDada. The original occupants turned their rooms into art installations, and in the process transformed a weekly hotel into a national sensation. The media took interest from the start, and the El Cortez became home to a yearly ritual in which artists, art lovers, and tourists descended upon Reno, a city isolated by the high Sierras on one side and the high desert on the other.
Early on, we got an artist from Sacramento that was really good with PR, and I guess it was her that, yeah, I'm pretty sure looking back, she's the one that got us into AAA's magazine, their listing of events. Okay, something like that you wouldn't think, you know. But the New York Times called after that, and this is true. And actually she emailed and said, I would like to be a fly on the wall in Reno when the show's going down.
NadaDadamotel was unlike any art event that had ever occurred before, and the artists who lived there every year in those early years were a varied and eclectic bunch who gained inspiration from each other's company and each other's work. Before they knew it, NadaDada had grown into something bigger than any had anticipated.
Each year it just got more crazy and crazy, and not just in a party way, but in a cutting edges, breaking boundaries, twisting, you know, perceptions. Yeah.
Chad Sorg curated the first NadaDadamotel museum shows in Las Vegas, and the NadaDada artists soon found themselves exhibiting throughout America and traveling the country in an old bus that they had pulled together to purchase.
So the funny thing about the museum show was that it was such a low budget thing to get us started, you know, that kind of thing. But there was so much interest, you know, through the years. It left Vegas. Well, actually, we continued to do it in Vegas for many years after it started, and other cities. But the funny thing was, I was basically homeless at the time.
Though many of them had already received widespread recognition, money was an ongoing issue. Like Sorg, most NadaDada artists managed to scrape by for years as professional artists. But when NadaDada artist S.K. James sold his digital mixed media portrait of friend and fellow artist Diana Sion for $60 million in Beijing, the international art world took notice. Soon, NadaDada artists like Saverio Sine, Jupp Steinmeier and Diana Sion all began to sell their work for astronomical sums, and many other NadaDada artists achieved similar attention and success.
So this was something different, and you can name every one of those artists today. So that's really something, and I think that was a big part of it, that, you know, we would be so bold as to do something like this in Reno.
What had begun as a group of largely impoverished artists living together in a weekly hotel in Reno, Nevada, had become a phenomenon that no one could have predicted. But there was also unforeseen pain and heartache ahead.